I'm gonna explain why my wife would not have dated me in high school or given me the time of day, and then what changed in order for me to attract her and why it matters to you. I tell this to my wife all the time. I said, you would have never been attracted to me in high school. And it wasn't because of the clothes I wore. It wasn't because of my hair. It wasn't because of my body, my physical makeup. It had something that supersedes all of that. And it turns out this thing follows all of us in the success that we have, the relationship that we build, the wealth and the health that we have. And I'm gonna tell you, you can change it because it changed for me. For me, when I look back over my life, particularly over the last 15 years, I mean, I have spoken all over the world, internationally, spoken on some of the biggest stages in business and in health. I have taken care of Olympic athletes, NCAA athletes. I've had 5-course meals with movers and shakers. I've had mentors and celebrities that have become my friends. And I say that because I would have never imagined it in a million years. But something changed, and this thing that changed, I'm telling you, if you can get it, and when you get this change to happen, your life will change. And I argue and I can show you that anybody can get there. Even as insignificant as you may seem, or as hard as it is to do things or to accomplish things or achieve things that you see others do so easily, I'm telling you, they have this one thing or they've gotten this one thing and you can get it too. And that's what I do with my clients all day, every day. I help them create the catalyst to change. And so for me, looking back at high school, the reason why I wouldn't have been able to get my wife had to do with one thing: self-confidence. I did not have self-confidence. Here's the deal. Like, I was homecoming candidate. I was a huge athlete. I got good grades. I was student council president. I was on the National Honor Society. I graduated with honors. I had a different color band around my neck because of some of the honors that I got. I'm telling you, it wasn't because I wasn't high achieving. It's because my self-confidence was so low. I had a certain self-worth about me that I just didn't think anybody would want to be around me. So I didn't date a lot of girls, didn't have any steady girlfriends. And it wasn't because I didn't want to, it's because of what I lacked. I was super shy growing up. I was very introverted and still introverted to this day. I get my energy away from people and not with people. That's one of the descriptors of being an introvert. But I grew up a middle child. I was looking for attention. I always understood what got attention. But my self-worth, although from the outside you may not have been able to see it or even experience it, my self-worth was so low. This turns out to be so important because one of the major predictors, research shows that the major predictor of your level of success or a leader's level of success is dependent upon one thing, and it wasn't charisma, it wasn't your status, it wasn't intellect, your IQ, it was one thing. They called it positive relational energy will be the key that gets you to your next level of success. And that may sound easy for some of you. Some of you may be like, it's too simple.
Too easy.
There's no way that that's the key. It is the key. But for me, I didn't have positive relational energy because of my self-worth and self-confidence. So here's what I found. You need a catalyst. You need a catalyst to help you gain the confidence and self-worthy, but you can gain that catalyst. For me, it took me to become a doctor, but not just that. It took me to own my own business, but not just that. It took me to recognize I am a leader. I am responsible for leading others. I can help them heal. I can teach them. I can drive revenue. I can build my own business. That I am a leader. And this catalyst that I knew something, I learned something, I experienced something was the thing that when I finally gained this and then I was introduced to my wife, she saw it in me. Yeah! And what she saw, she was attracted to. And that's why I got her when she wouldn't have given me the time of day in high school. So I want to ask you, what is your energy you're exuding? What energy are people experiencing when they come into your sphere of influence, right? When they come into contact you, what is the thing that they take away? For me, I'm a science guy, just as much as I'm a philosophy guy, just as much as I'm a practical guy. I want to know what works, how I can make it work, and what I can do to go to the next level. And so if you're listening to this video, chances are you're the same way. There's a law in physics, right? It's that energy is not created nor destroyed, it only changes form. And so when you come into contact with somebody, there's a certain energy you're giving off. And it may sound this metaphysical, very spiritual thing. It's not, it's actually very physical. It's very scientific and research backed that the energy you give off is what they receive. And like I said, back in high school, my wife, it wouldn't have been that she wasn't attracted to me physically. It's just that she would have recognized there's just something not there. I don't feel like he could support me. I don't feel like at peace or at ease around him. And that's the thing. right? It just baffles my mind how some people can have success. Like, I'm in rooms with people that are having $1 million days or $3 million days. One guy had a $7 million day, not year, not month, day. And you realize, I look at them, I'm like, what's any different about you? And it's like, there's nothing different. They have a belief about them. And that belief about them is that the value that they give out to the world. And they create in others a belief that they can do something. And by definition or by default, they get a result. And that result becomes very attractive. And that attractiveness boils over to everybody they meet. And so I want you to have that. Your emotional intelligence, how you relate with other people's emotions and how you control your own, will dictate 88% of your success in life. And they compared that to IQ. IQ was less than 15%. So how smart you are had much less impact on how successful you'll be when you compare it to emotional intelligence. And this is that energy. Energy is emotion.
I like your energy, hombre.
And I'm telling you, this isn't about this metaphysical, you gotta believe in some sort of spiritual thing or religion that I'm preaching here. It's as real as this brain is that I'm holding in my hand. And when you get this, things change. So for me, I've assessed time and time again, what is it that I can take a human or a client of mine and we can help them achieve a higher level of success by the energy they exude, because they become a different person. Their doubt evaporates and they have a confidence about them, a very humble swagger about them. And it's one thing, they have a catalyst. A catalyst is something that lowers the threshold to get to a result. What I have found in my own life and all the lives of my clients that I've helped, reach a certain new heights and achieve better results and achieve better revenue and impact and income, is that they've all had a catalyst. And it turns out that the brain requires a catalyst in order to gain a new level of confidence and self-worthiness. And that's what we spend our time with. I have created a method called the ICE method, where I can show you exactly how to maximize or perfect your catalyst so that you gain this level of energy that people can't avoid. And so I'll tell you, if you struggle with that, or you struggle with that, or that you need something to go to the next level, don't just rely on your belief. It's not just, hey, because Dr. Dan said I need to believe it, because I need to get more confidence, because I need to overcome my self-doubt. Like, that doesn't get you there. We need a tangible thing. There's gotta be a catalyst, something that you have that's a mechanism to get you there. And that is what I get fired up about. And so if you're in that boat and you need help to go to the next level, and this is resonating with you because you feel, hey, I was like that in high school, or I was like that in my younger years, that I wouldn't have attracted the level of success that I have now, and I want to go to the next level, because where I've gone from there to there, I know there's another level, and I'm telling you there is. And when you use neuroscience to your advantage, the game changes. So click the link below. Would love to help you if you're ready to go to the next level. In the meantime, I'm so glad my wife was attracted to me.
Me too, man. Me too.
And that I met her at the time I did, and that we have now been happily married for going on 14 years. And she is the love of my life. And this day that I'm doing this video on is actually her birthday. And so we get to celebrate her today. And it's a blessing to be her husband. And we've had 3 beautiful children. So I'm so glad that I gained the confidence through my catalyst to attract her. And you can too. Not attract her, but attract what you want. So God bless. We'll see you on the next one.